Hello ladies and gentlemen, FrozenStag here, and welcome to a Crusader 2 Game of Thrones Jon Snow Dynasty choice vote. Now this vote will be our choice. What the hell decision do we make with regards to the house? So when Jon gets the Iron Throne, you have three options. You can choose the decision to reform the Stark Dynasty, and you just become a member of House Stark, as you would normally, when you get the option to be legitimized by Stannis. Or you can adopt the House Targaryen and become a Targaryen, become part of the family, become related to Aegon and Daenerys. Or you can choose your own house, where you can choose Stark Targaryen, and basically you honour both houses and become part of part of your own dynasty, but still related to the Targaryens and the Starks. But you're forging your own path. You get these options when you, of course, become king, and if it isn't already obvious with the title of this video, then, of course, Jon Snow has, of course, won the vote. I will show you, of course, the vote and what the hell happened. But Jon Snow won with the Daemon Lannister Harris Harlaw option, which means, and according to plan, you'll get a Lannister series and a Harlaw series afterwards. Now, I have chosen to go over those characters, however, I still may decide to possibly maybe do a choice between 5 different Lannister characters in the Feast of Crows. I could do the same with the Harlaws as well. But I'll see how I feel at the time. But it's still a while away till that begins. Interestingly, looking at the poll, so Aegon Targaryen and Barrett Stannis got the 2 higher options. Not that many people are keen for Daenerys, not that many people are keen for Tommen from what I can see. But still quite a few people probably would be interested in Aegon and Stannis. Perhaps maybe we'll play them in the far future. But the path is set and the path is clear for us to play as Jon Snow and eventually the Lannisters and the Harlaws later in the line. This vote here you'll see will go up when this video goes up on the 7th of February at 8 o'clock, 6 PM. I saw the 8 and I was confused myself. So yeah, now a few things need to happen for us to... Obviously we need to get the Iron Throne. So... Obviously in Ticket 2 a lot of stuff happens where you can get yourself killed and then stuff like you get up as Rickon or something and then it could go all down the pan. So if we want to become a Targaryen, Stark Targaryen dynasty, because we've already done a Targaryen dynasty, unless I go ahead and become a Targaryen dynasty season 2, but I think House Targaryen will be fine. I don't know if we need to change the name, change it anymore, but I think House Targaryen will be fine as the name for the series. But we haven't done the Stark Dynasty, we haven't done the Stark Targaryen Dynasty before. There was an old series a while ago which was meant to be a Stark Dynasty, but I renamed it because it didn't really make sense. But anyway, if Targaryen wins, it'll be called House Targaryen, and if any of the other options win, it should be a Dynasty series, as I've had written down in other series before. So, if it's a Stark Dynasty series, then we don't really need to take the Iron Throne. We could, of course, legalize Jon's parentage. But it doesn't make sense if you're not really going for the throne. And if Stark Dynasty option wins, we will remain in the north. We'll probably become king in the north at some point, depending on how things go. And maybe later in the line, we might end up on the throne. Whether or not we'll be able to legalize Jon's parentage, it depends if he survives the getting the north or not. So yeah, I'm not overly bothered. As long as there's another heir that can succeed Jon in the Stark Dynasty series, then I'm happy if he gets killed off. If he gets killed off through the game, then as long as there's an heir to carry on his line, then that is how it shall be. However, if the Targaryen or Stark Targaryen dynasty option wins, then I will probably make it very impossible for Jon to die in the series until we get the Iron Throne. From that point on, as long as Jon has an heir, so with Targaryen, and so Daenerys or Aegon could be your heir. So if Jon dies after then I don't care, he can die after them. And then eventually Daenerys or if Daenerys and Aegon become the heir, then so be it. That is how it shall be. However, for the Stark Targaryen dynasty, Jon will need to have a son or a daughter to carry on his lineage. So yeah. If he doesn't, then the game ends, basically. So yeah, there's some requirements I'll do. So Stark Targaryen dynasty, I'll make sure that Jon survives and gets the Iron Throne, and at least gets the event before dying, basically. But yeah. And depending on what series wins, it will be a very different series each round. So Stark Dynasty will be quite interesting because we'll be focusing on the Starks in the north, which will be quite cool. Targaryen, of course, it will be a bit similar to the Targaryen Dynasty, which I probably will make it a bit longer. I could call it Targaryen Dynasty Season 2. I still might yet, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that in that regard. Targaryen, of course, will be on the Iron Throne, you know, doing Targaryen stuff, civil wars, conquests and etc, etc, which should be quite interesting. The Stark Targaryen dynasty will be similar to the Targaryen series, but obviously we'll be keeping the Starks. The Starks and Targaryens will be, of course, you know, we'll be our own family house, who won't be related to the Starks Targaryens dynastically anyway. But it should still be a very interesting series if we are playing as both houses, doing sort of the same, keeping ourselves on the throne and making sure that the North is also secure with a Stark in charge of it. So we'll be certainly loyal to the Stark house, probably less loyal than we will be to the Targaryen dynasty, which would probably want to take the throne from Jon. They want the throne for themselves, sort of thing. Of course, I could do another vote as to who Jon marries, but I think I'll leave that up to. I'll see what happens in the game, I think, and obviously it will just depend on what wins the option. But we shall see. But that's all for now. To find the votes, go into the community tab on the YouTube channel. Easy to find. There'll be a link as well to the community tab in the description of the video. Just scroll down and you'll find this vote here. So you have 3 options: Stark Dynasty, Targaryen, Stark Targaryen Dynasty. So yeah. Of course I could just call the series Targaryen, but yeah, we'll see. I'll make up my mind, don't worry. But anyway, I'm quite looking forward to playing as Jon. I was quite surprised. I was a little bit sort of... I had a feeling Jon would get quite high in the votes. I did have a sort of... Because I know Stannis is a fan favourite character. So is... I didn't know if Aegon was that much of a favourite character, but I think everyone loves Aegon. And it's definitely... I wasn't sure if... I had a small feeling that Jon might win. And I also had a bit of a feeling that Stannis and Aegon could be quite high up to this, or potentially Daenerys. So I've got a few requests to play as Daenerys before. Had a feeling Tommen probably wouldn't be high on the list, but yeah. It may be because I had Walder Frey in the list and that put everyone off. And also the Sutherlands aren't that well known as many like casual fans probably know who the Sutherlands are. But interesting, it's very interesting to see. Keen to play as Jon, should be fun to play as the Lannisters later down the line as well. And as the Harlords, playing the Ironborn should be quite enjoyable. Perhaps we shall see these characters again in the future, but for now, Jon Snow is coming up fairly soon. Of course, when the vote ends, what that means is when the vote has a clear winner, so say Stark's like firm in the lead, similar to how Jon is firmly in the lead in this poll. That's obviously I know it's clear at that point. So when it's done, so when the poll is finished, then I will get to work on starting the series and starting an intro. By intro, basically what I did for the Castle Doom series, and I've started doing it with the Wessex series as well. So if you haven't already seen the intro I've done for that, go check it out. I'm really proud of it. And I hope to do a little intro for every single little series I'm doing. Potentially not, I mean, I could even do one for the Game of Thrones RPG series. Which, if anyone wondering, I am working on that. I've recently got the games installed and they're ready to go. I probably will record some today. And we get a bit of hope that that'll come out probably quite soon, which I'm quite looking forward to. I can't remember if I mentioned, but yeah, so so I will get around to doing the RPG game. And after the RPG game, I'll do a Telltale series. That'll come up next, and then there'll be a Forrester series after that, and then I'll go back to a poll deciding what we do next. Yeah. I'm probably going to stick to 3 series at a time in total, so you have one of the like miscellaneous games, 1 Seeker 2 series at a time, and 1 Total War series at a time. At the moment, while the Wessex series continues, there will be 2 Seeker 2 series because of Wessex ongoing, as well as the Jon Snow series that will start soon. I am contemplating potentially doing a schedule, like an upload schedule, like say Mondays could be Jon, Wednesdays could be Wessex, and then Fridays will be RPG series. And then anything else I want to upload, I'll upload alongside it, sort of thing. So I'll have at least 3 series on the go. But again, we'll see how it goes. I might want to do other stuff. But for now, the schedule right now is literally just, well, I can show you, actually. Why not? Why we're here. My schedule is at the moment every like 2 days I upload a video. So like every 48 hours I upload a video essentially. So that's sort of the pattern I've been doing for a while now. It's been even numbers in January and it's now gone to odd numbers in February. So like 22nd of Jan, 24th, 26th, 28th. Every 2 days you get a video basically. I think I got a dislike there. I think probably because I ended the series quite early. I mean, didn't get to Daenerys, Jon, and Aegon, but I mean, you're getting Jon now, so stop complaining about it. But yeah, that's sort of the format I'm doing for my videos, which is fine at the moment. But obviously, I'm gonna upload this video on the 7th, so be in between those 2. And I'll keep to that for now. But if I get around to it and I've had the time to sort things out, I'll go ahead and actually start a proper schedule. But for now, my upload schedule literally consists of, if I go to my Discord a minute, which for those who aren't already in my Discord, I'd highly recommend joining it. If it loads, we'll get there. Yeah. My upload schedule literally just consists of what I'm currently doing. So, my ongoing campaign series, which is House of Wessex at the moment, my upcoming campaign series, RPG series, and then that didn't end the Game of Thrones, but should be Jon Snow now. I can change that. And the Westeros Total War. I do want to do a Total War series, but again, I may possibly wait for Wessex to end and then do a Total War series, but we'll see. Some other ideas I'm contemplating doing that I will do alongside the current stuff. This is why I think I may need a schedule, or it's just going to take ages. There's going to be such massive gaps between uploads and whatnot. And if I do, like, so Wessex, you won't get like a week. Like, it could be 2 days, so 4 days, 6 days. And if I fit another thing, it'd be like 8 days for another Wessex series. Like, over a week, which is a bit long. But yeah, we'll see how the schedule goes. I may set up a schedule, and we'll see how it go with it. Again, for anyone wondering, I'm still working on the War of Conquest submod. That's still ongoing. Development for that is just it's a long process, so just be patient for that. Obviously, we've got Chaos and Britannia. That's the other submod I've done for CK2, so I recommend checking out if you want a alternate 1066 start. And yeah, Westeros Total War as well. I'm planning to start to do some more Divide and Conquer, potentially a tournament style thing, not with players, but with like the units against units sort of thing, like a faction of custom battle versus other, like a say Lothlorien versus. I'm pretty sure I've done it on this. I can't remember. I think it's. Hang on. I'm pretty sure I've done some of that before. I can't remember actually. No, it's so long ago. It's not when people like promote their stuff so much, so I can't find what I'm looking for. It might be in the old Discord actually, but I did like a thing. Unless it's no, I don't know. Whatever. I did a vote a while. I did like a tournament thing a while ago where I just tested it out and just did like factions against factions, and eventually the winner would eventually win. Eventually, as time went on. I can't remember the name of the damn tournament thing I did. Yeah. See if I can find it actually. Is it Bracket HQ? Yeah, that's it. Can we just log in? There you go, I found it. I don't know if it's got the old bracket, but this is the reforged one I did a while ago. I don't know if it will come up with. I did it a while ago. I think I didn't have an account. That's why it's not there. I don't know. Anyway, I'll give you an example. So basically, reforged, you have the characters. So you'll have the factions. So Gondor versus Mordor, for example. Whoever out of that wins will go to the next quarterfinals, and whoever out of that lot will win, yeah, will go to semi-finals, finals, and you have the grand finals. There won't be a loser round for the faction idea, but essentially I'll do like a tournament thing and have factions will fight it out essentially for control over whoever the hell wins out of the custom battle, and that'll be like a little series we'll do, like a little side project I might do. And alongside things, so maybe I'll have like a schedule, like Monday to Friday schedule. I think I'll leave the weekends as like, and like do spare videos that I need to upload or something like that. So might do that. We'll work on that sometime soon. But if you're interested on the schedule, you'll find it in my Discord. I'm not putting it in my about page, just because it's not about my channel, is it? I'm not. Yeah. So I'd rather I'd rather just put it on my Discord. But so if people are interested in whether the upload schedule is, then I'd recommend it'll be over in my Discord with a link right there. It's right in your face. Can't miss it. But anyway, I do believe that is the end of the video. I won't go on too long. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing as Jon. It should be very enjoyable. So yeah, without further ado, that is all for now. Thanks for watching, and farewell.